So okay, what I'm doing here is what we're looking at here is Michael A. Foot, because he just pissed me the fuck off. Okay, first of all, he poisons me, right? And then he calls for reinforcement. Has Laughing Joey Daniel Miller, aka Joey Fusilier, come back to stay here and sleep on the couch, right? Because he needed backup, right? And then he poisons the shit out of me, like always, right? And I slammed the door because he poisoned me. So he went to, and I ignored him. So he went to his trunk and he got me an eviction notice, and he broke in my fucking room, you know, and slamming shit, fucking cursing at me, calling me names, and you know, tells me I got 5 days to get out of his house, right? His stolen house, right? And so that's provoked me to go ahead and do this, what I've been needing to do anyway. So what we have here is we got State versus Foot, right? The year I was born, 1984, right? Okay, 1 second. And you can notice the whole house is quiet and they're all here. And they just sitting there and they just listening, right? Paranoid. You got Lois Reese across the hall, the grandma killer, using a fraudulent name of Alice Reese. You got Laughing Joey Daniel Miller in the living room. And you got aka etc. And then you got Robert Fisher Jr. aka etc. in the back room. That's who we're focusing on right now. Okay, here we go. So, defendant Michael A. Foot, aka Michael D. Foot. I have his birth certificate. I'll add this with this documentary, and you can see that the real Michael D. Foot was a stillbirth, and that he's just using the name, okay? Oh, I swear, bro. So there you go. You can see the incest right there, right? So yeah, so he was what happened was he shot a man 9 times, like he did his 2 daughters that he probably kidnapped in Irving, Texas, as Yezer Abdel, where he shot one of them 9 times, right? And so he shot this man 9 times and killed him. And with the man's dying words, he told them, he said go protect his mother, because he thought he was going to go kill his mother, which he has killed his mother now. But so they you know, that was a lot to factor in with whenever he went to trial for that or to court. They sentenced him to life in prison with no chance of bail. He filed for a retrial, and his retrial was denied. Okay, and a lot of that had to do with the fact that he was going to go kill his mother, right? And so somehow he changed his mask. He got out, and now as of right now, he switched over from, still in Louisiana, but he switched over from Michael D Foot, which was a Foot, which was a fraud name anyway, over to, he's using the name of Michael D Foot at 121 Cambridge Circle, Lafayette, Louisiana 70508. And you can see the information here. And if you want to do your own research, you can find out what I'm telling you is very accurate information. So we're going to go back. Okay. And we're going to go right here to his excuse me. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Ratterus. Okay. Well, you can hear how quiet it is. They just listening. Okay. I'm going to type in Michael Foot in Louisiana. He's in Lafayette right now, so we're going to go to Lafayette, Louisiana. Yeah, and his claim of why he killed his mother, he told me, was because she didn't listen to what he had to say, right? Didn't comply with her, right? The same reason he's attacking me right now, right? Because I won't stop trying to expose him, right? I won't comply with his dictatorship. That's why I'm under heavy attack 24/7 and being spied on, bro. Because I won't comply with his dictatorship, bro. Okay, as you can see here, he worked at the same hospital Robert Fisher did, and that's obviously because he is Robert Fisher. I have a lot more evidence on that as well. Okay, there you can see the two addresses there. Also, it's funny, when you look up this 125 Avalon Street, you're going to notice that, the amount of different trailers that he had on that lot is just outrageous. And then the pussy didn't even use his name. He used, his Mary Fisher fraudulent names, on each one of those trailers. And then everybody knows, I don't know if everybody knows, but Victor Manuel, because he's AKA Victor Manuel too, right? The one also wanted for murder and stuff. He was a very big person on trailers and campers, right? And so right there, you can see right there, if you look up, that on been verified at 125 Avalon, you're going to see it almost looks like the list never ends of how many trailers and campers he had on that one lot. That's literally across the street from me here. That's where they that's the same trailer park where Laughing Joey Daniel Miller, the one in the living room there, did his first murder attempt on me so that he could be initiated into the Ku Klux Klan, which Michael Foot is the leader of. Okay. And had him do that, right? Dropped me over his head, dropped me onto my head, right? And busted my head open. I had to have 8 stitches later. When I first tried to expose this and say this, he came to my room and he said, "Do I need to bust your head open again?" And then he's tried 2 more murder attempts since I've been here. Once he punched me in my temple as hard as he could, right? And then I went to go show Michael Foot. Michael jumped out of the bed and wanted to punch me himself, right? And then the second murder attempt is he kicked my head into the corner of the wall. I had to spray his ass with mace. And then Michael Foot just did another murder attempt as well recently. I'll get into all that later. Let's stay focused right here. What I'm doing. Okay, you can see that he does the same shit as Robert Fisher does. Okay, first of all, he got kicked out of high school, right? So, obviously he's lying, right? He uses whiteout in a Xerox machine to make it look like he's people he's not, right? And he uses birth certificates and different shit that don't belong to him, right? Usually after he kills somebody, and they kill children too. Yeah, they kill the children. They have their own midwifery business in Louisiana and probably other places. And what they do is, they have the midwives have the babies for them, and then they use this to fraudulently put child support on people with, and claiming they have, and these are fucking dudes that dress up like women, right? And they eat their children before they and then they brag about it on Instagram, right? They eat their children, and like one of the comments I recently saw was you need to hurry up and get it before they register it in school. Okay. Thompson is also a last name they use, a fraudulent last name that they use. Okay, as you can see, it does the same exact thing as Robert Fisher does, respiratory, right? And also at the Mayo Clinic, right? That's the same hospital that Robert Fisher worked at, right? That's right. And then you can see right here where he stole my inheritance, right? He does this, right? He added his name as Michael Monte. Never even a person that existed named that. Right before my grandfather died and they killed him, right? And I seen him been verified where it popped up, right? And he told me I couldn't stop him from stealing my inheritance. And what he did was he added himself, and this is how he does it, right? And then, so he's too paranoid. I've been telling him for years now that their real estate license is expired where they sell their stolen houses to, and he still has not. Matter of fact, they have Joshua Etheridge that needs to die at 407 Beaupre doing their real estate for them right now because they're too paranoid to actually go get their shit renewed. But they're still doing commercials on YouTube and shit, ads and shit on Call Them for real estate, right? And then when you look up their real estate shit, they got fine print. And in their fine print, it say, if you notice anybody that, you know, like in the neighborhood, especially them that have any kind of police, anything that you find that they're doing illegal or that you find that they have done illegal, they say if you try to expose them or call the police, it's in fine print, you will, it say, be evicted immediately. And you know, they're offering good deals on this type of shit, right? As long as the people agree to that. And that's all orchestrated by Mary Fisher Cooper, aka Alice Sue Reese, aka Alice John Ford, aka Alice Faye Reese, across the hall here at 121 Cambridge Circle behind Spyware as of right now, as always. So whenever you look up Michael Foot, it don't matter. Like there's a lot of different ones. You're gonna see the same Radarist profile pop up because it's all the same person, okay? In different places. Okay, there you go. Michael A. Foot right there, right? There it is, right? There you can see Robert Foot, right? You can see Mary right there, okay? So I just want to show you how, this is how I knew to look him up. And right now we're going to go to Shokin, New York. So I just got the been verified account right now. I got the dollar trial membership. So we're going to go over here and we're going to look up Michael A. Foot. And there it is. There's only one. So that narrows things down a lot and makes things a lot more simple for us. We're going to go ahead and click on that. Okay, there you go. There's your incest right there. As you can see, he's been arrested for incest rape in the past, right? Which I don't even want to talk about all of that right now. I have my own experiences. I don't even want to get into it right now. I'm already, my stress level is, my blood pressure is probably like to the roof right now, bro. My blood is boiling. I'm so pissed off right now, bro. My blood is fucking boiling, bro. How selfish this faggot is, bro. How what it's already done to me, bro. For 37 years. And it's got the fucking nerve to continue its abusive fucking ass, bro. And needs to bring more people in to join in on the abuse, bro. And it just does not stop, bro. It tells me, one time it was punching me in my face right after it broke in my room. And I said, dude, haven't you done enough? I said, dude, for 30-something years now, bro, you have abused the fuck out of me. And his comment was, well, and I got this on videotape. He says, well, if I've done it this long, why should I stop now? And continues punching me in my fucking face. So these are all stolen vehicles you're seeing. They also have a dealership with China, where they dress up like Chinese with the silicone mask on and everything, and they sell stolen vehicles to China. And so this is why all fraudulent Donald Trump, aka Michael Foot, is making the statement that the Chinese are to blame, is because he's actually talking about himself as he dresses up like a Chinaman, and so does Alice Reese, and they brag. I did a translation on the thing, and they're bragging, and nobody can know what we're saying because we're speaking Chinese. That's literally what it said, bro. As they selling the stolen vehicles that they repaint and shit to China from America. So really, what he was doing when he was blaming the Chinese is that's the closest. You got to remember, these narcissists have a need to brag. Like he bragged to me about what he did to the two girls that were my friends at trade school at Jazer Abdel in Irving, Texas, right? And that's kind of funny because when we got taken from his home and he was told to stay away, but yet he was right there again as a fraudulent social worker and foster parents, gang stalking me. That he was I forgot what I was saying. I'm going to add it to this when I go back over it. Okay, I'm really upset right now. Like, I'm fucking... I mean, he's shaking when he's coming at me. He's shaking because he knows he's wrong, bro. I'm not shaking or nothing, right? But my blood is fucking, and it's causing me to be a little bit distracted right now. So just let me catch my breath, and we're gonna continue this in 1 second.